Hey, good morning, Ernie.
Good morning. And hey, Ed, where are you going?
I'm going to go for a ride.
You can't go for a ride yet. Better Horses TV is about to start.
Is it that time already?
It's that time, and I tell you, we're kicking it off with a great guest.
Yeah, we're heading down to Lewisburg, Kansas, and we're going to talk to Ashley Purdin, and she's going to give us a good tip on side passing and how to open gates on your horse.
We're going to stay down around Lewisburg in Bucyrus because Equus Equine Center, a premier facility, had a little bit of a situation last winter with some strangles. Brought in K-State with Dr. Lori Beard and also Red Oak Animal Hospital with Dr. Maureen Sutter. Did a super job with the efforts of all three part of the team of knocking that out.
You know, and then we're going to head down to Texas, and Craig Cameron's going to walk us through some basic desensitizing and how to do a stepping on the road just alongside the horse.
And while we're coming back home, let's stop back at Guthrie, where we're going to have Jay Henson, who's a tremendous cowboy, and he's going to be there with his daughter and one of his riders out there talking about the World Championship Versatility Show. How can you make bacon and tomato sandwiches exciting? Well, Chef Tell Mark can do that, and so that's what we're going to have is a little bit of some bacon and tomato sandwiches.
All right, so let's get ourselves a cup of coffee.
While you're at it, round up all the buckaroos and buckarettes and tell them about Better Horses TV and come on up and watch with us.
You care about your animals and feeding them the best. And that's where Purina's local Kansas City dealers step in, providing you experience, knowledge, service, and advice. Purina feed dealers are people who believe in community involvement and who believe in you. They have a passion for the feed industry and are committed to helping customers unlock the potential of every animal. If you are looking for a trusted source for your animals, look no further than your local Purina feed dealer, your partner in animal care.
Hi, this is Pastor Frank with Open Range Fellowship, and the verse I've been looking at this morning's 1 John chapter 1 verse 7 if you've got your Bibles or want to write that down. But this is what it says: "But if we walk in the light as he is in the light," Jesus, "we have fellowship with one another, and the blood of Jesus, his Son, purifies us from all sin." You know, sometimes I don't think I'm walking in the light very well. And there's a lot of darkness in this world. But I think the pursuit of holiness, or the pursuit of walking in the light with him, as a believer, it keeps us out of a lot of trouble and helps us to have joy. Now, if you don't know him, it says right here, turn to him and he will purify you. Let's just pray. Lord, help us to walk in your light. This world is so dark. It's so bitter. It's so angry. All the wars, all the stuff going on. And Lord, help us to walk in your light. And we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, one of the ways to walk in the light is just do good things. Encourage people. Go out and just be salt and light this week. And God bless you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.
Back in the saddle and out on the trail with Ernie the horse guy, now fun will prevail. We'll meet the best horsemen under the sun. Tip our hats to the ladies, keep the good Lord number one. Ride along, sing your song. Along with better horses, we're right where we belong. Faith and love from up above, the best of the good life's yet to come.
Hey, stay with us. We have Ashley Purdin giving us horse tips coming up next.
I've been using the CSI saddle pad for about 4 years now. It is very important in barrel racing for your horse to be comfortable and sound, and the CSI saddle pad does that. My saddle always sits in the correct spot on my horse's withers and down his back and never rolls. I am very comfortable when I ride a CSI saddle pad. I feel balanced, and my saddle does not feel like it rolls on any of my horses.
Ashley Purdin with Equine Equine Center, and this is another episode of Better Horses TV. Today we're going to work with a 2-year-old quarter horse mare, Sedona, working on teaching her how to open and close a gate. So the first step of working a gate on your horse is just to get your horse up to the gate and comfortable standing next to it. I'll generally approach it a couple times on a new horse and get them comfortable here before I try to push it open. There we go. Good girl. After my horse is comfortable approaching and standing next to the gate, I'll work on being able to work the latch. A lot of times horses get pretty antsy about working gates, so it's important to break this down into pieces and get your horse comfortable with every single step. So we filmed a video previously on side passing. I would definitely recommend going back and watching that one before attempting this one with your horse. I'm going to ask Sedona to move over sideways. Now she doesn't ride one-handed yet. She has about 30 rides on her. So I am going to have to take my hand on and off this gate as I'm working on it. There we go. And right now she thinks this gate is solid. You'll see that with a lot of young horses or horses that are inexperienced with gates. So I'm just going to push it open a little bit for her so she can see that it moves. Then I'll ask her to fill in that space. Whoa, good girl. Get her comfortable with that. Very good. And then I'll walk around the end. And she's not ready to be ridden one-handed yet. She only has about 30 rides on her. So I'm just going to go two-handed, and then I'll push that gate again. I'm going to ask her to side pass again. This is left leg, right between my 2 cinches. Perfect. And I'll push that gate a little bit, show her that it moves, that it'll get out of her way. Push her sideways. Perfect. Good girl. And then we'll just hang out here, catch that latch. Perfect. And I'd like to settle her here without her eating. There we go. So she just barely has enough body control skills to get away with starting to work on that. And that's something that I definitely will recommend to you guys, is if you're really struggling with the gait, go back and work on your body control. Get that hip softened up, get those shoulders softened up, get that side pass better. And you'll be amazed when you go back and work on your gait again after that, how much easier of a time your horse will have. I'm Ashley Purdin, this is Better Horses TV, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hey folks, don't go anywhere. We got more Better Horses coming to you right after this from our sponsors.
It's time to go with United Mosquito and Fly Control's premier fly system for fly control in your barn, providing relief for horses from the stress of fighting flies, and also makes the barn more pleasant for everyone in the barn. Easy, effective, and safe. With United Mosquito and Fly Control, we provide a full service. You as the barn owner don't have to do anything. We go everywhere and take care of everything with our friendly fast service. Call today at 913-558-3814 or email Paul at unitedmosquito.com.
Hey, welcome to Better Horses TV. We're here at Kansas State University. I'm with Dr. Lori Beard, who was involved in a situation in Lewisburg, Kansas. You had your whole class out there. And what we want to do is, what really impressed me along with everybody is how intense you were attacking this situation, which was strangles.
Yes, so we were dealing with an outbreak of strangles at this particular facility in Kansas City. The outbreak had resolved, and so horses were no longer getting sick. But one of the things we know about strangles is we just don't let it run its course and it's okay to release quarantine. We know some of these horses can potentially have the bacteria left inside their upper respiratory system, the guttural pouch. And so to prevent future outbreaks is we actually recommend testing of all the horses that were involved with the outbreak to make sure we don't spread it as these horses left from the facility.
And what was really neat is some of these horses that might have showed positive just might be a carrier and never got sick.
Correct. There were some of them that were definitely surprises. And so we found several horses, at least 2, that, again, not outwardly sick, but they had a little bit of pus in their guttural pouch. And so those horses were positive for strangles.
And that's what you did. You had a tremendous team out there from Kansas State University, all working together, including a local veterinarian involved.
Yeah, Dr. Maureen Sutter has been just wonderful to work with, and she's been very quite organized, great help, and she really helped to make this happen. We brought a large section of our, students. We had residents, so veterinarians, and we also had technicians because we had to disinfect equipment going from horse to horse as well. So it was a long day, but we got it all done.
So the take home on this process is it is a process. You just don't let it run its course. You've got to attack it. And my hat goes off to Bob Brennan and EC Equine for they went the extra mile to make sure they did things right.
Correct. I wish everybody would do what this facility has done. It's so easy to say, gosh, the horses are no longer sick, they're probably going to be okay, but that's probably what results in other outbreaks. And so I think it's really important that if, again, your horse is involved in an outbreak, to reach out to your veterinarian to find out what can we do to make sure your horse isn't a carrier and can potentially spread that disease.
Well, I tell you, Dr. Lori, thank you for all what you did, your team did, Kansas State University, great team to work with, and a lot of great services you guys offer there at Manhattan, Kansas. And the whole kicker too is, take home is, make sure you keep your local vet involved.
Absolutely. Reach out to your local veterinarian, talk to your local veterinarian. But yeah, this facility, I think, did just a fantastic job of getting this thing quarantined and taken care of.
Thank you so much for being a part of Better Horses TV and all what you do, and thank you again.
Thank you.
We're out here at Red Oak Animal Hospital. I'm here with Dr. Maureen Sutter. Dr. Maureen, thanks for taking time out to be on Better Horses TV.
Thanks for the invite.
Really good. You were involved in a major operation a few months ago, just south of here, with a case that broke with strangles. And my hat goes off to you, your teamwork you did. Let's talk a little bit about the situation. And folks should not beat themselves up because strangles can come to anybody.
It can, correct. It is definitely a disease that shows up a lot of places. And one of the thoughts kind of more recently of how it is transferred from horse to horse is a horse that is actually a carrier, doesn't look sick, has essentially the bacteria harbored in their guttural pouches. And so, our thought is that a lot of times as a new horse comes onto the property, maybe that horse brought it without realizing the horse was sick.
And so, we did a big, you brought the whole team from K-State, was out at EC Equine, that was Corrido, and a few months ago, and they did a scope these horses. And is that really the only way to find out if your horse has it or is a carrier?
So it's not the only way to find out if they have strangles. There are other ways as far as culturing the pouches and nasal washes, but definitely the most definitive way is using a scope. And so we take the scope, put it up their nose into their throat. We go into each guttural pouch, and they've got a pouch on each side. And so we go in there and we actually can look with the camera and see, is the pouch abnormal?
Well, my hat goes off to Bob and Susan Brennan and her whole operation. I mean, they're doing things right, taking the right precautions and everything to keep it from coming back or even spreading. And what's really neat is we did a little work here a few months ago on the chipper. You want to touch on that?
Yeah, the microchipping horses, definitely a good way as far as identification of horses. So, each horse has their own chip, and we're able to scan it and identify that that's who the horse actually is. The chips that they were using also has a temperature feature to it. So when we scan and read the number, we also are able to see the temperature.
The bottom line is we have really advanced in animal health. And K-State was a big help too, bringing the whole group out there, Dr. Lori Beard and everything else. And that was really great to have them involved and all the students. Yeah, we were able to go through, I think we scoped 18 horses that day. And, we were able to go through and do each horse, get a wash and a sample on each one, and get all of that done within one day. Well, you took it to another level, Dr. Sutter, and I'll tell you what, Red Oak Animal Hospital do a super job out here and everything. How can, if folks want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to get in touch with you? A couple ways. Definitely
coming by the clinic, we're at 223rd Street and Antioch, right off 69 Highway.
In Kansas City.
South of Kansas City, yep, just south of Kansas City, south of the Overland Park area, or giving us a call. Phone number is 913-533-2370. You can also find us on from our website or on Facebook.
Well, thanks for all the work you did down at EC Equine and all your work you do all around the whole area, big horse area, and you're a tremendous asset. Thank you so much for being on Better Horses TV. Whoa, partner. Hey, we're going to be right back with more Better Horses TV.
In a natural, free-roaming situation, horses graze nearly constantly throughout the day and night. When feeding horses in stables, it's ideal to try to mimic this feeding behavior. Horses in stabled conditions should be fed their hay so they can pick at it continuously between feedings. Visit our website at stanleyforage.com under Nutrition, then Nutritional Resources to help transition your horse from winter to spring in the coming weeks.
Buenas tardes, amigo. You know, I'm out on a little ranch road here in Texas, heading to what I call my middle camp ranch. And you get one of these horses that's a little fresh or a little froggy or just needs riding. Well, sometimes we just get down in the bar ditch here and just go. It'll be 5 miles to get where I'm going. And I can do transitions, I can walk, I can trot, I can canter, I can change leads, all types of transitions. Really good for my horse. Like right now I'm gonna try to push to a little canter. See if you guys can stay up with me. Here we go. And you can see how this is like really good for my horse here. And there's no barn, there's no other horses, there's not the herd or the gate. Man, we're just out here rolling. So this is good stuff for me and my horse. See, he's getting away from home. He's going, wow. So good for my horse. And I can have somebody pick me up in a trailer to come back, or I could ride a different horseback. Lots of different things I could do, but all in mind to make me a better horseman, and my horse, dang sure, a better horse.
Coming up next, we got Jay Henson, all about cow horses.
What do you get when you bring together one of the biggest names in veterinary medicine with one of the most caring and committed teams of horse health experts in the industry? You get a vaccine portfolio known for its quality and safety, a pharmaceutical line you can rely on to help manage pain and support performance. You get the products, programs, and people of Merck Animal Health.
Ernie, the horse guy here at the National Versatility Horse World Championships here in Guthrie, Oklahoma here, and I ran across 3 great Kansan horsemen and everything. Jay Henson and Channing Hawks.
Hi.
And
Ethan Walker.
Ethan Walker, all from down around south, about far southwest part of you in Kansas.
Southwest and northwest.
Northwest. So glad to run into you. You were doing this cow horse, Jay, before cow horse was cool.
That's not nice to say that. It's not nice to say that.
Well, I tell you what, this has been great for the industry, hasn't it?
Yes, this versatility deal has been fantastic for the industry. It's kind of put you back to the all-around type horse. He's got to be a cow horse and then some.
You don't see much bling at this show.
Not a whole lot of bling. It's you come with what they're supposed to wear and you go show your horse.
You did probably one of the first clinics ever in Kansas.
Yes.
You did there in Scott City.
Yes.
And how great is it to be training and working with your daughter, Channing, over here?
Well, it's kind of misery every now and then.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Is he that tough to work with, Channing?
It's hard. It's hard, I tell you.
And you were teaching at Panhandle State, you did a horse program and everything, but you're now training full time?
Yes, yep, just working for them.
I don't want to say you're old, but you've been around a while.
A day or two.
What is this class and this type of event done for the quarter horse industry?
It's I tell you what, since they've come around to the ranch horse deal, to me it's been probably the hottest, the fastest growing thing since they invented reining.
Yeah, I tell you what's really good. I tell you, it's great to see you guys down here, and thank you all for what you've given to the industry and continue to give in the industry. Folks, get involved in the ranch horse stuff. You can't get along with anybody any better than these guys, Jay Hansen, Channing Hawks, and
Ethan Walker.
From up at Atwood, Kansas. Say hello to my brother-in-law when you're up there on there. But so great to be here. Thanks for tuning in to Better Horses TV.
Hey, go get your favorite cook in the kitchen. We got the Hardy Grub coming up next.
John Deere is known for quality equipment. This quality has created a perception that John Deere is more expensive than other brands. But high quality doesn't mean high priced. The truth from buyers in our area is customers who have purchased a John Deere compact utility tractor saved more than $2,000. Dare to compare us before buying. You and your wallet will be surprised. Nothing runs as long as a Deere, and we'll prove it with our exclusive 10-year warranty. Visit heritagetractor.com/compare to learn more.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the Hardy Grub segment of Better Horses TV. I'm here with Chef Tail Mark. Mark, we got something a little bit different, but easy. Let's talk a little bit about it.
It's one of the summer favorites, everybody. We finally got tomatoes. It's been a while. We got these beautiful tomatoes in the garden, so we thought we would do some bacon and tomato sandwiches about 3 or 4 different ways. That probably never had them before.
And I tell you what, the way you got this fixed, it's going to be just great. It's so great to kind of go that angle, because a lot of folks eat this, and you can find different ways to fix it and different things to add to it.
Oh, yeah.
New twist.
New twist. One thing we did, we candied some bacon. We're going to make one out of candied bacon and tomatoes and lettuce. We went down to the pond and picked some watercress. We're going to make one with watercress. Got some with regular old lettuce. We've got some with basil. That's the way we eat them anymore. Fresh basil and leave out the lettuce.
That one really kind of resembles poison ivy. We got it.
But it'll be okay. I weeded the poison ivy out of it later.
Good deal.
And then we're going to show you how to make an easy potato salad. I mean, it's real easy. You go to the store and buy potato salad, and it's not bad. Okay. This makes really good potato salad out of something really easy.
Sure.
Okay, so we got the basic potato salad. And it ain't crunchy enough, so we're going to add some celery to it. Going to add some green onions.
And believe me, when Mark adds stuff to it, take my word for it, it's going to be good.
And this is pickles. It's half dill pickles and half sweet pickles. We're going to add that to it. And you got to add a little horseradish mustard to it. You just got to. And a little horseradish too. Then a bunch of salt and pepper, because they never salt and pepper that stuff enough. And then you just mix this all up good. And it really needs to sit for 30 minutes before you eat it. Let all that stuff get in there. Which BLT would you like to start with, Ernie?
Just the regular BLT, just kind of...
just the old-fashioned one? You want it on toast or bread?
I'll just, whatever's easiest, I can do either one.
Well, we got some toast all done. Let's do one on toast. Now, this is the way I make them anyhow. You don't like mayonnaise on yours?
Don't like mayonnaise. I like it plain.
You like lettuce?
I like lettuce.
You want candied bacon or regular bacon?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I want regular bacon.
Okay. The bacon ain't quite done. Let me finish baking some bacon and we'll get back to it.
Sounds really good. Welcome again to Better Horses TV's Hardy Grub. We'll be right back.
Okay. Look at that. Oven cooked bacon.
Hi, I'm Al Dunning. I'd like to tell you about my horses and my new best friend. It's Purina Outlast Gastric Supplement. You know, as a child, I fed Omaline. Now that I'm a trainer, my choice is Purina Ultium. Ultium now has Outlast in it. I don't know how much better it could be. Purina has the research to be the most innovative feed company.
Mark, what a wonderful time we had tonight. Your meal was simple but great. I like the candy bacon. That was kind of special.
It was. I hadn't tried the candy bacon on a bacon tomato sandwich. One of the best BLTs I ever ate in my life. Got another testimonial over there. Thought it was too.
Well, it was really good and easy to make. I tell you what, a great summer meal. You got, and like I said, only thing you could add probably, we're not, because of the weather, is a corn on the cob.
Yeah, because of the weather delay, sweet corn's about 10 days off yet, but we'll do one with it on there.
And I tell you what, just a great time. We went everywhere from prime rib to bacon and tomato sandwiches. The bottom line is we like to eat.
Probably won't have fried bologna anytime soon.
But that's not bad.
I'm not going to do fried bologna.
I tell you what, we got some really neat dinners lined up coming up here with this. We really hear nothing but great compliments about the cooking deal. It's so much that it's obnoxious.
Is it? I got Gus Scott and Darby coming down and their crew next week to do a thing. Want to say hi to Lisa Snow down in Lane. She's been wanting to come out. We're going to get her out here one of these days.
Make sure you also be looking for our new papers coming out here in September, Better Horses.
Been working hard on that, have you?
Yeah, just getting right. My lovely wife has been working on that, so that's been great. So glad you tuned in to the Hardy Grub. Well, let us know if we can help you in any way. We're so glad. Tell your friends about Better Horses TV and Hardy Grub. And make sure you watch us next week.
No matter what discipline of riding you do, training, showing, and everyday stress is hard on your horse's legs. Decra Veterinary Products is a leading lameness company that brought you Osphos. Osphos is a clodronate injection, an intramuscular bisphosphonate to help control the clinical signs of navicular syndrome in horses 4 years and older. Ask your veterinarian if Osphos is right for your horse. Decra Veterinary Products is a proud sponsor of The American.